Let's bring in Colorado Republican Congressman Ken Buck. He serves on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Congressman, we had so many heart-wrenching stories from the families of some of the 13 service members who had died. Three things really stick out to me. And the first is that these families really believed that the military didn't care much about their son. Let's listen to what they said.
My son, these 12 others left this earth thinking that their command cared nothing for them. The wounded feel that their command felt nothing for them. The survivors felt that their command felt nothing for them. I feel this as well.
I expected the government to love my son as much as I do, to protect him, just like I protect him for the first 17 years of his life. Unfortunately, that didn't happen.
I mean, Congressman, they just feel like they were abandoned here.
Yeah, and that really is showing up now in terms of the ability of the military to recruit for future officers and enlisted personnel. Obviously, there should be a response from the administration about how tragic this was, and the poor strategic thinking that went into the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Yeah, the other thing that I was really struck by was how angry these parents were at Biden and the military. Listen to this.
The anger I held inside on how our 13 kids were not being recognized nationally was becoming prominent. How could so many people pay their respects, but nothing at all from the President of the United States on something he had conducted?
When our leaders, including the Secretary of Defense and our Commander-in-Chief, call this evacuation a success, as if there should be celebration, it is like a knife in the heart.
Which then brings to the third point, which was they say that there's been zero accountability here. What do you say?
Well, I think that's largely true. I think that the president owes these families an explanation. I think the country owes these families an explanation. I also think the president could be a lot more sympathetic. He has shown this sympathy towards a lot of different causes in his time in office. These parents obviously don't feel that he has shown them the respect and sympathy, and really the respect for the tragedy of their children losing their lives.
You know, the Biden administration, again, blamed the Trump administration, saying they were left with this disaster. But Trump administration officials have made it clear that a withdrawal from Afghanistan was going to be conditions-based and that the conditions weren't there and that President Trump never would have ordered the troops out. Why does Biden keep saying this?
Well, it's a really weak talking point. Obviously, President Trump was getting the southern border under control, and President Biden walked away from all of the Trump policies. If he had wanted to walk away from the withdrawal in Afghanistan, he could have. He did it in a way that everyone knows President Trump wouldn't have done. If the Taliban had violated their side of the agreement, President Trump would have called off the withdrawal in a heartbeat, and to protect American service personnel as well as military equipment that was in the country. And so it's very clear to me that the Biden administration just wanted to get out by a certain date, take credit for the withdrawal, and things went terribly wrong.